What is up, YouTube? It's Brandon from Tattooing 101, and it's been a really long time since I've done a review on a specific product. I wanted to have enough time with the product because the ones I've used in the past, I didn't really have enough time to break down and actually tattoo with them and understand exactly how it's going to work. So with this one, I've picked up the Critical RCA power supplies. I got the pack with two. You could just buy one. And I also got the stand with it. So this isn't going to be an unboxing just because I've unboxed it about a month and a half ago to be able to use these and be able to break down exactly what I've learned from these and if I like them. With that being said, if you like content like this, make sure you like and subscribe down below so you can keep up to date on all the new tattooing content I come out with. So let's get into it. Now with these, you could buy them in different jacks. This is the RCA jack. You could also get it for the Cheyenne tattoo equipment ones that aren't really an RCA jack. I don't really know what they call that. It's something specific to them, so you can get it in that. So make sure you're buying the right one. I almost accidentally ordered the wrong one, and that would have been terrible because they do run about $500 if I remember correctly for two of them in the stand with the set. So make sure you order the right one because I almost messed up, and that would have been miserable because the only Cheyenne I have is battery powered. It's the Cheyenne Soul Nova Unlimited, so it would have been absolutely pointless for me to have. Along with that, all you have to do to turn it on is hit this button right here on the bottom and hold it in for a couple of seconds and it'll turn on. It's really easy to see the voltage that it's on. You could see right here, and there's a plus and negative that you could just turn it up and down very easily. So I've been running this on about a 9.5 to a 10. Turn it up real quick. So I have it set on 10. And it also has a readout for the battery life, which is awesome. I really like this a ton. I've used a couple of the different ones that are a little bit cheaper, and they just really didn't hold up how I wanted them to. Also, another thing to think about is if you're using a professional tattoo machine like the Inkjecta, which I love. This is one of the machines I use the most within my arsenal of tattoo machines. Sometimes they don't have the right kick to run specific machines like this. But with this one, all you have to do is hit the button and it runs no problem. If you want to shut it off, you could very easily hit this button, and obviously if I'm tattooing, I'm going to have this all wrapped up. I'll just put a bag over the top, put some ace bandage around it right here, and everything's completely covered and sanitary. This is a disposable grip that I just throw out at the end of the tattoo, which makes it super easy to cover up everything. Everything's going to stay clean whenever you are tattooing with it. And also, you could kind of turn it however you want. If you're tattooing, you're used to tattooing a certain kind of way, you could turn it to be able to see that readout at all times. With the battery life, I could tattoo pretty much all day on one battery. If I kind of knew exactly how they ran, I probably would have bought one, because with having two, it's nice because you could always have one on the charger just in case one does run out of battery life if you have a super long tattoo. But it seems like I could run no problem all day with this one battery. But it is nice to have two just in case you do run out, because you don't want to be stuck up the creek without a paddle. I think that's how that term goes. I don't know. But yeah, I would recommend getting two, but if you're first starting out just working with fake skins, get one because it's awesome. Another thing is it's going to be super sanitary. You don't have to worry about wrapping your clip cord and being able to unwrap it. That could be a super messy process if you have like ink plasma all over it and you're trying to pull it off. It's just really terrible. So I really like that more companies are coming out with this, and it just makes life with tattooing a whole lot easier, a lot cleaner, and more sanitary for everyone, not only you, but your client as well. So the way you charge it, you could put it on the specific charger that comes with two of them, or there is a port for a USB-C charger. That is like the upgraded charger that they're putting on new iPads now. So I do have a lot of them laying around, which is awesome that it does use this because it's the same one that uses for my iPad. So anytime I'm tattooing, I'm going to have one of those laying around somewhere. So, I always have one with me. So even if I don't take my actual charging base, I can always be able to charge it on the road. And another thing is being able to pack these are so easy. Instead of having, a traditional power supply right here, which takes up a lot of room, you have to take all your different cords if you're using different machines. These, really simple. You could just throw it in a tiny case with your tattoo machine and go on the road and be able to tattoo without any wires at all. So it always goes back on efficiency and being able to tattoo effectively with them, which these work great. Like I said, a couple other brands out there don't work as good as these. They're a little bit cheaper, but I definitely recommend paying a little bit more extra money and going with the Critical. I've used Critical for pretty much my whole tattooing career when it comes to their actual power supplies or the different power supplies they came out with. You know, I've used their Atom X, the regular styled ones like this one that you see here, which is the CX2-RG2, which is one of the first ones I actually got, and they work great. I've never had an issue with them, never had any of them go out when I was tattooing. So Critical is just a really great brand, and by no means am I sponsored by this. I actually bought these and used them, so these didn't get sent to me for free. I wanted to try them out and be able to tell you guys 100% if it's worth it or not. And I promise you, you will not be disappointed when it comes to these. They work great for me. I'm going to be using them the rest of my tattoo career. If these eventually go out, you know, I've used them for about 2 months now, I'd say, and didn't have an issue with them. If they do eventually go out, I'd just spend the money and get more. So if you're wanting to get a Critical power supply, you're looking at about $200 to $300, depending on the one you want to get. Then you have to worry about your clip cords or your RCA jacks, which I do notice that those go out quite a bit. I've probably had to replace them about every year to every 2 years, depending on the brand that you do buy, just because they get worn out or they won't stay in the machine correctly. So by the time that you get all said and done with buying the power supply, buying the cords, if you're first getting into tattooing, just go with this. Get yourself an Injecta and pick yourself up one of these. It'll save you a ton of money having to upgrade all of your supplies in the future, and you'll be set up to be a professional tattoo artist from the get-go, which will help you learn a lot faster. So if you're first starting tattooing and you're having issues with your line work, I recommend you check out our free line work secrets. What you could do is hit the link down below in the description and type in some information. It'll get sent to your email right away for you to check out. I've seen it help a ton of people out. And if you're interested in the Artist Accelerator program, that's one way to very easily see if it's something for you. So you could check that out. If it's able to help you out, I recommend you check out our Artist Accelerator program, where you could actually talk to me live 3 times a week. I jump on a live call with all the students and be able to help them out along their journey. So I'll leave that in the description below for you guys in case you want to check that out. So back to the Critical power supply. Is this something that you want to get? That's why I made this video. If that's something you're interested in without using any clip cords or anything like that, and you have a little bit of extra money to throw around and get yourself some of these, you're not going to regret it. I love these things. I don't think I'll ever use this Critical power supply ever again. So I hope this was able to help you out and do a little bit different of content. Like I said, from now on, if I do a review, I'm going to use it for a while and understand everything about it before just doing a review of just trying it out. But these are definitely a win. Thank you guys so much for watching, and you have a wonderful day.